This is Mr. Z and Fifth with your host,
Mr. Z.
and this is Fifth. Alright, so today's episode, we're going to be talking about a little dating subject. This is something that me and Zaccheus been wanting to talk about on this program specifically, but we just wanted to wait for the right time and the right topic.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So today's topic is, why are good men still single? That's
perfect. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Why are good men still single?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the man's fault or is it the woman's fault?
Right.
We'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, we want to get into a serious subject matter real quick. We want to acknowledge what has happened October 1st, right? No,
yeah,
October.
October 1st,
yeah,
I believe.
Okay.
Sunday, October 1st.
Right, October 1st.
Las Vegas attack is the deadliest shooting, they said, in modern U.S. history. And most deadliest. They said 58 people was gunned down, shot at Cannes country. I think it was a country.
It was a music festival, country music festival.
And they were shot. 58 people died, and 500 wounded. Stephen Murdoch is his name. They think when the SWAT team swarmed him to go get him at his room, he killed himself. Our condolences go out to the ones who died and their families. Wait,
is it 500 injured or 200 injured?
Think about let me see. I think it was 500 injured. Let me see. That's what I seen last. I didn't see 200. I seen 500. Yeah, 58. At least 58. Leaving more than 500 wounded in the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. So, Las Vegas Strip. The gunmen opened fire on outdoor festival on Las Vegas Strip, killing at least 58 and leaving more than 500 others wounded in the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Yeah, 500. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's condolences to the families and also condolences to the ones who lost their lives. When you go out there to have fun and you're going out there to have a good time and enjoy the genre of music, and then this happens. It's crazy, man. It's going on in the UK, in the US, and I think I believe in Canada too. It's a lot of terrorist activity. A lot of Phil, did they call it terrorist activity too?
Not yet.
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Well, okay. Let's get into that since you said that. What I've seen so far. Okay, so here's what we got. 58 killed, at least 515 injured. Maybe those stats will change when this podcast is actually uploaded, because we're recording this show on October 2nd. But I haven't heard the words terrorist yet from mass media. Now, from small publications, I've seen that word, if that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But as far as from a mass media perspective, they just say the word shooting suspect. I've heard that word thrown around.
Yeah, I heard
but
that.
But not actual terrorists.
No.
They're not even saying that this is necessarily a terrorist attack per se.
Yeah.
I think they tried to make it seem like once they didn't know who the shooter was, they tried to link it to some type of ISIS situation.
Right.
Nope. This is no different from that of Timothy McVeigh.
Mm-hmm.
No different from the Unabomber or whatever the heck. That's not even, who's the one who shot up Connecticut.
Yeah.
It's Dylan Roof from shooting at the church.
Yeah.
The words terrorists haven't been used yet from mass media, right. But people such as myself, I call this a terrorist attack.
I call it a terrorist attack too.
Because it is an act of terrorism, terrorizing people.
Yes.
There is no link to a country or a people or a group to terrorism. It's not like, it's only terrorism when these people do it. No.
No, yeah.
Terrorism is defined by the action.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this was a terrorist act.
It was a terrorist act. It is a terrorist act. Speak on it. Mm-hmm.
So condolences to all the people who have gotten hurt or lost their lives or families. This is crazy. It's horrible. Anytime stuff like this happens is horrible, no matter who it happens to.
Yeah.
So I send my condolences out to everybody out there in Vegas.
Yeah. It's just when you go to these cons, you go out some places, you never know what's gonna be your last. You go out to have a good time, you go out to enjoy with your family, with your friends, man, and you never know, man. That's what we always need to pray all the time. That's why we pray without cease, because it's just a lot that's it's taking a risk. These days it's so much things to worry about. Back then in the 80s and 90s it was the drug dealing and the crack epidemic spreading like cancer. Now it's terrorist attacks and people driving in the crowds and people shooting in crowds. It's sad to just can't even look to go out to have a good time anymore. Because that's what's going on in this day and age right now. Man.
So the shooter is dead. 64-year-old Stephen Paddock. So I just want to put that just to put that out there to make sure everybody knows what's going on. So that's where we're at with that one. Yeah. So everybody out there, continue to be safe. I mean, sometimes you have what you call repeat events. You don't want a situation where it happens again a couple of days later. We don't know if he's hooked up with people.
Right.
So,
where it's stemming from.
We don't know if there's some type of grand plan.
Right.
Where there's Vegas today and somewhere else tomorrow.
Yeah, remember that happened during 9/11, that was going on,
Yeah.
Yeah, the towers and the Pentagon, it was going on.
Right, several places, yeah.
Yeah,
so we don't know exactly what's going on with that. But definitely domestic terrorism. I'm labeling it that.
Exactly, and definitely got to be worried about people driving in the crowds too. That's been going on quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let's get into our topic today. Why good men are still single. I'm going to go out there and put myself out there and say, myself, I am a single man, so I'll speak from my perspective.
Right.
Zaccheus is a married man, but he was once single, so he could speak from that angle too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I said in the beginning, is it the man's fault? Is it the woman's fault? I can't necessarily blame women for this, because at the end of the day, it's men who are the ones that's supposed to pursue their women.
Yeah.
Do you think in today's society, I'm going to ask a question, do you think in today's society, men have become more, that in this modern day, that men have gone to a point where they're not really approaching and they expect for women to initiate first? Or do you still think we're in the time of men initiating first?
I think, but I strongly believe that sometimes men are more approaching than anything else, because the only reason why I said it, because some young ladies and some women, they still have that in their mind that, you know what, if you like me, you're gonna talk to me.
She should.
Yeah, and they're stemming from that, so it's kind of awkward for sometimes for a woman to be like, oh, can I get your number? Can I go take you out? Or can I? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you doing later on tonight? It's it's kind of awkward for that. I mean, I'm coming from the old school perspective. It's kind of to me it's awkward. For women to be always kicking it to you and knocking you out.
If you don't mind, mm-hmm. just to help the listeners hear from your perspective, can you tell them your age?
Yeah, I can tell them my age, man. I'm 43. Oh, man. I see I blew it, man. I just got it. Yeah, I can tell them that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna tell my age just a second.
Yeah, 43. So, from that age, I'm coming from I grew up in the 80s and 90s. And it was, men always approach women. You know, it always it's a natural thing. We are the pursuers. They are the pursuers.
Yeah.
Or
pursuees or whatever you call that.
Some women, I'm gonna tell you right now. Some women, they won't tell you right away that they like you. They may look at you, but they don't tell you right away that they like you. They don't tell you that right away. So sometimes they give you little hints. Maybe the way how they smile at you, or the way how they interact with you, or as far as like how they talk. You know how they talk to you, and they have that smile on that pretty smile on their face. You know, certain things, certain gestures, certain signs they give you to assume that they like you. But sometimes it's just a nice smile. But in the same token, they wait for us to figure it out and do the pursuing. That's what they do. You know, so you know, we can go into even why a lot of men are single. A lot of men are single sometimes because they don't want to take that step. Sometimes I have friends that are very selective. They're my age and they're very selective of who they choose to be with, or who they choose to. They're very selective. Sometimes some men are very picky. There's men that's up there in their 40s or 50s or even in the late 30s. Sometimes they're very selective of who they choose as mates. Sometimes some people are not realistic sometimes. I mean, there are some men that
go deep into that.
Yeah, they have some men that they don't have everything together, because you know what the Bible says, that a man has to have a foundation first and so forth and so forth. And sometimes they don't have everything together, but yet they want to step to a young lady or step to a woman, and sometimes they ain't got a job, and they want to step to a young lady and be like, yo, what you doing later on? What you do? Hey, what's your name? What's your name? No, nothing wrong with that, her name. What's your name? And I would like to get to know you a little better. What do you do as far as your job, or what do you do? Nothing wrong with asking those questions, but sometimes when I say realistic, meaning that sometimes you gotta how can I say, not settle, but sometimes I guess get some good vibes. I mean, because sometimes you approach a woman and she ain't even looking for that. Sometimes she's married. So this is where the dating hotline comes in fifth. Sometimes the women are either they're spoken for, they're married, and they're not even thinking about you. You're going to approaching them, and sometimes it's like, okay, you know. Sometimes she can be getting off the wrong vibe. Sometimes you can be giving off the wrong vibe. Sometimes she's not even she's not even into you right now at all. Period. They got some single women that's not even into you, or they got some dudes that, you know, I guess sometimes they're not so confident, but sometimes some dudes are confident. So sometimes they would approach a woman that's, she could be gorgeous, beautiful, and then the next thing you know, you approach her, but she's not even looking at you that way. She's just thinking about you as a friend. You know, she's thinking about you as a friend.
Body language has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
Can you give some, and I'll get into that later, can you give some, there are young men that are listening to this show who didn't have their fathers raise them with the type of game to know about how to pursue a woman. I'm one of those people too. So, you know, that wasn't really taught the game on how to approach a woman.
Right.
And what to look for in a woman to know if she's even feeling you. So, can you give some type of guidance to, you know, people like men out there who are, and also to kind of help the women out too, because this helps women too. Women sometimes don't know what body language they're giving as well, and the reason to why a man maybe not be pursuing them. So give some type of tips or hints into how, speaking from your experience.
All right.
Or any, you know, thing that you know of how a man.
As a man approaching a woman, you never want to be so pushy.
Right.
You want to be subtle. You don't want to be too needy. Needy meaning like, oh, can I get your number? Or can I get into the groove, get into engaging conversation with her. Mm-hmm. Some of that interest, maybe a current event, or maybe or get into
a particular talent,
talent maybe she has, or any event that's going on in the world, education wise. Yeah. Get into something like that. Never come off like you're ready to date right away. Yeah. Come off subtle. Come off with a good conversation. Because remember, chemistry is everything. First approaches means everything. First approach means everything, and first time meeting somebody means everything too. So you never want to come off like so aggressive. You want to come off easy. You never want, even I'm talking to the single men out there. You want to come off easy, especially if you see someone that you're attracted to and someone that you want to talk to. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Don't rush into like, well, what you doing later on. That comes way later. That comes when you two can. It's also has to do with that with chemistry, fifth man. Because I mean, if you're talking to somebody and the woman don't seem, if you're talking to somebody. And as far as like in conversing with conversation with her, and she doesn't seem like she wants to continue conversation or continue talking to you as far as like carrying on a conversation, she's ready to leave, the chemistry is not there. But if she's ready, if she's conversing with you and you two are engaged and enjoying each other's conversation, then it could be a strong possibility that you can be safe. Maybe few more conversations later on, few more times you two meet each other. It can be a time where, okay, now it's just the right time, and I can ask her what she's doing later on, or I can ask her for a contact later on, or I can ask her how I can get in contact with her. You know, from the woman's perspective, man, the vibes. If a man's not getting that vibe from you, you know what I mean by vibe, that feel that your interest, especially if he's talking to you and every minute you say, right now I gotta go. Okay, I see. Okay, right now I gotta go. That's gonna look like, okay, well, I'm interested in her, but she ain't interested in me, or she not even wanting to even stand for like 5 minutes to even talk to me. That right then and there, a guy knows off the bat, oh yeah, she ain't interested.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now that's with words. What about body language? Because body language is actions without words.
Well, body language is like smiles. Mm-hmm. When you talk, you can tell when you're attracted to somebody with the smiles that they give you, the looking straight into the eyes, the smiles, the like, she comes up to you and asks you, oh, what are you doing now? She's interested in what you're doing.
Questions.
She has questions about what you're doing, where you're from, what's your background, mm-hmm. Stuff like that, and then it's all that about it. I'm talking towards the single men. Yeah. It's just all that shows that, okay, man, yeah, she's into me. So yeah, I like that. And she's willing to walk with you from, let's say if you're in college, she's willing to walk with you to your next class. What's up with that? Yeah. That's someone that's interested in you. That's someone that's like, she's willing to find out what you're doing after your next class. She's willing to find out what you're doing. Or, let's say if you're not in school, or you kind of, they have the dating hotline. More people are getting more into the dating online dating. Yeah, online dating. They're getting.
You have hotline dating too, but are you talking more specifically on online dating?
Man, let me tell you something.
Hotline dating is old.
Yeah,
hotline dating been around.
You know what?
But online dating is more of what the wave, like eHarmony. What's the other one?
Blackpeoplemeet.com, right?
Well, that's another one.
Yeah.
Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
There's another one. Match.com. That's the one.
Match.com.
I was eHarmony and then Match.com are very, very popular.
Online dating.
Very popular.
The reason why I call it hotline dating, because back in the days.
Yeah, there was hotline dating.
Back in the days, I was doing that. That was back in the 90s.
It was on the phone.
I was not even married yet. Yeah. I got married in 2002.
Yeah, so freaking 1-900 number, whatever the heck.
I got married in 2002. So when I was single, back then, I was doing the hotline dating. That's the phone service. Where you call somebody and the phone, and you got like 5 potential dates. I remember that. You got like 5 potential dates. got 5 interests or 7 potential interests women that's interested in you, and you got to give a prescription of what you like, what kind of girls you like, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
The one thing I wouldn't be able to give anybody advice on is how to court somebody's attention on the internet. See, in person, it's a little different because, it's live, it's right there. You could kind of see and engage people better when you're in person. So, can you give some type of tips or experience that you could kind of, I don't know. You don't have to necessarily get into the well, you could. Well, you could. You could if you wanted to. Just don't necessarily. All right. Let me phrase it this way. Let me do it this way. You said. Okay. Before I get into that, let me speak on some things here.
Yes.
You have a lot of situations where men want to get to know a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to get somebody they like, they see it as attractive, whatever. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that icebreaker is hard. Mm-hmm. Now you mentioned finding out what it is that she's into.
Yes.
Try to gauge some type of conversation.
Yes.
But a woman won't know that you are of substance if you're not talking about anything that is somewhat in a level of progression, of whether it be from an intellectual standpoint, spiritually, economically, maybe, she'll know you're somebody of substance. Now, she'll know if you're all ego if you talk to her and the only thing you could talk to her about is yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that's all you could talk about, look, there's somebody for everybody. You said, I don't want to jump back and forth, but I kind of long-winded to kind of help my point.
Yeah.
You said, maybe the reason why some quote-unquote good men are still single is because maybe they don't have it together financially. They're not stable. You're not talking about having a whole bunch of money, but at least having something.
Something, yeah.
Now you said if you don't have your own car, you have situations where, maybe you can't afford a car, you'll still get a woman. Even if you don't have a job, you can still get a woman, but it's the quality of woman. It's the quality of that woman, though.
Yeah. If
the quality of a woman that you want is somebody who has it together, she has it together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about an independent woman per se. That's a vague term sometimes when women say they're independent. I'm talking about a woman who she got her own job, she got her own car, got her own apartment. You could label that as independent woman. Yeah. I just don't like when I hear independent woman and then they equate that with a woman who don't need no man ever. That's no, because even rich men get lonely.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with being independent. Rich women get lonely. Okay? Women who are rich, who got more money. Look, Oprah, as rich as she is, you don't think she get lonely sometimes? That's why she's still with Stedman. So, I think women need to hear what I just said just there. So, okay. You will, what you got at the time of your life is what you will attract. Let's just keep it real. You want a woman who got money, guess what? You got to have money too.
Yeah.
You have to. As a man, we don't necessarily need to, that doesn't necessarily have to be something that is a decision maker when it comes to meeting women, because at the end of the day, men, we're the ones that are providers by nature anyway. So, but women look for that. Women look for a man, because women look for, even independent women look at men to be providers. So they want to know what he got.
Yeah, I have some friends that.
And there's nothing wrong. I'll get you in a second. There's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a man with a job. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
There's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a man with a job. A job. Not basketball player, not football. That's not what I said. I'm saying a job. Something. Number one, you want to take your girl out. How? How you going when you broke?
Well, one dude said you can take her over your house and watching Netflix or something like that now.
Well, Netflix is not free.
No, I mean meaning that, like, if you have your mother paying for it and everything.
Oh, snap. Okay, now you just said that. You said the word is mother. Okay, so how should women feel about men who still live at home with their mothers who don't have their own?
Well,
How do you feel women? Now there have been men who still live at home and who can still get women. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but remember what I just said. It's the quality of woman. It's the type of woman that you want.
no, they do have some single. I know I have some friends that are single and they're like in their 40s, man, and they still live with mom. But the thing is that they say that, listen, understand, like what friends say, understand. Listen, I don't have a car. I don't have a whole lot of money. I still live with mom. But he said, but he said, I'm aware of this and I know this, but I have to. But it's kind of tough, and some women get turned off by them. I know. He said, I understand that, and I understand that. But what about their mental state? What about their? I'm not worried about. He said, I'm not worried about material things. I'm worried about if she's compatible with me. If she's compatible with me. I remember when it was a friend that told me, he said, listen, I'm almost 50 years old and I'm still single, man. But you know what? I'm waiting for the Lord to find me that woman, man.
Wow. Okay.
I'm waiting for the Lord to find me that woman. And then I'll leave my mom's house.
But you got to go out there and get her, though. You got to go out there and get her. And I'm a man of privacy. This is what I mean by that. A man of privacy is, I got my own place. So then I don't have to worry about who's home. I ain't got to worry about, unless you kicking it at her house. Because remember what I said, if a woman got her own. But women who got their own usually don't look at men who don't have their own. That's why I just said it before. That it's the type of woman you get. There are men who don't have two nickels to rub together. No, for real. There are men who don't have two nickels to rub together. And they still can get them a woman. Question, what does that woman look like? Is that woman maintenanced as far as her looks? No, I have to say that. This is a woman who's out there getting her hand nails done. No. Is this a woman who dresses really nice and elegant, who has a lot of style? Is it that type of woman?
No, it's a woman that's homely. And
so there's a homely woman.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, now I don't want no homely woman. Okay, I don't. I like my women. I like my women well kept. Well kept. You got so many men out here. Let's just keep it real. You got women out here, right? Mm-hmm. And then they'll say stuff like, "Oh, I don't see how these men are attracted to these Kardashian girls and stuff like that, and to these girls on Love and Hip Hop, to these girls on such and such shows." You know what those girls got in common? They know how to dress. Come on now.
Yeah, man, they did.
Come on. They know how to dress. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. So could it be the man that's attracted? Men are visual first.
Yes.
Okay? Women are visual too, but one thing I'll say about men that is most common is that we are visual first. Because we see what we like and then we make a decision on what we want to do.
There was a Christian brother that came to me and said, man, I love that woman. You know what? I want to be with her because of her. She don't look that great. She's a plain Jane. She don't dress too well. Every time I see her, she dresses with curls in her hair. She was a moo-moo, but she has a great personality. That's what I like.
To each his own. Because there are well-kept women out there who have great personalities. I'm just saying. Look, a woman is going to want a well-kept man. Getting his hair cut, if he got a beard, getting his beard groomed and stuff like that. Dressed nice, smelling good. Wow. That's not a lot for a woman to ask for. Hygiene. Look, you know what it is? Some men are funny. They'll get with a woman. This is what a man will do, a woman will do. A woman ain't gonna get with a dude who stank. A man will get with a woman who this is gonna sound crazy. A man will get with a good-looking woman who stinks and then offer to shower her first.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yes.
Because the girl looks so good, but she smelled like booty and Nestle Crunch. So he's like, look,
peanut butter on the top. Ugh.
So he'll walk up to her, and her breath, might be smelling like she done inhaled train smoke, so he'll just give her a mint. You know what I mean?
Right,
See,
right.
a man with dragon mouth walking up on a woman is not going to say, okay, let me get him a mint first, then we'll start talking.
Yo, happened to
women don't usually do
like
that. A woman do that, she write him off completely. But a man he'll take some things with the fall just to get to the good. A man won't do that.
Man, I happened to a friend of mine one time, man. The dude's breath was kicking like Dragon and Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan at the same time, man.
Yeah.
He approached a girl, man, and he was trying to talk to this girl, but he talked to her too close in the face, and she came to me and I know her. She came to me and she grabbed me and said, "Wait, why does your friend's breath smells like a crap sandwich?" I was like, "Whoa." And I said, well, I said, hold on. I didn't give him a mint, but, he didn't offer it, though. But I said, man.
Breath smell like a chimp diaper.
So, brothers out there, you got to make sure that everything is correct, man. You got to make sure you're groomed properly, groomed correct, man. And,
man. Wash your butt.
Yeah,
man.
Please.
And put on some deodorant, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, man.
And every now and then, hit that Burberry cologne. Something. Women like, let me tell you something. It's a good sign you got a woman. Women like to be all up on your body language right now.
Yeah.
Women know you smell good, or especially when a woman's into you and feeling you, she want to be all up on you. You know what I'm saying? She want to be all up on you, She'll be very close in your space. She'll be very close quarters. You know what I'm saying? Your space. See, this is what we have. We have normally in our society, especially in America, we have a 3 feet rule. We respect our privacy. We have like a 3 feet rule. If a woman ignores that 3 feet rule and it becomes a 3-inch rule, somehow, she's letting you know body language wise that she sees that you're, well, at least she can sense that you're a safe man somewhat. Because the closer you are to somebody, the more physically vulnerable you leave yourself. So that's a sign. So if that's the case, you definitely want to be smelling good.
Yes.
Women, you never want to ignore the signs of a woman saying, "Oh, well, I like when my man smell like this or when he smell like that." She's basically kind of giving a hint that this is the type of cologne or fragrance that she would probably want you to wear, or the type of fragrance that would get her attention. Women are a little different than men. As men, it's what we're looking at. Women look too, but women are like this. Okay, yeah, he might look good, but what else is going on with him? You know what I'm saying? Women usually do that first before they even agree to a date. As well as men, we want to know, we looking at you, and then we just want to see you again, and then later on we'll see what's up. You know what I mean? So it's a little different for us. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. In this whole dating game, you know what I mean? In this whole dating game, here's the thing. You gotta know, you gotta pick up on some things. We was talking about the quality of woman. And I was saying, what you are is what you attract.
Oh, yeah.
So if you stink, you'll attract a woman who stinks too.
Let me tell you something.
I'm just keeping, I know I'm joking and I'm cynical about it, but that's what it is.
Yeah, they got some dudes that are like 500 pounds and they want to get a model.
Yeah. 500 pounds and they want to get a model. Hey, well, you know what? Let me just say that. To men out there who are 500 pounds and want to get what society would call a model, I'm guessing this is a slender woman. You need to find out if that slender woman is even feeling a dude at that weight. Good Lord, 500 pounds? I mean, Jesus Christ, that's sumo wrestler status. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do some research on that woman to see if she even feeling a dude who's 500 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not into 500 pound women. Okay? I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. I'm not into women who are that big. Now, I like them with meat on them. I like a little thickums. You know what I'm saying?
Little thickums, ain't nothing wrong with that.
But I won't discriminate against a smaller woman of weight. But at the same time, I mean, I like what I like. So that, here's the thing. I like booty. I do.
Yeah, be honest. Keep it real, kid.
Yeah, we're going to have some real talk today.
Yeah.
For my listeners of the faith that know what we do, just bear with me. Let's be honest.
Nothing wrong with thickums.
Thickums
is good, man. Even if
let me just do this real quick.
If you like 200 pounds, it's cool too.
If you like, if you do, to each his own with that. So, but here's what I'm saying. Whoever a woman is, I'm gonna get to you in a second with that. Whatever, every woman is not gonna be everybody's cup of tea.
Right.
Come on now, that's real. Just like every man is not gonna be there are women out here who like dudes with weight on them. There are men out here who like women with weight on them. Some men
Wait a minute, hold on. They got women that like dudes with weight on them?
Yeah.
I mean, like fat dudes?
That are considered fat, yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. I never heard of that. They got women. They got women.
Usually these women
that like.
I don't know about slim build, because usually
medium. Okay.
Usually these women got weight too.
Yeah. Okay. Chubby women.
Okay.
Chubby thickums. They like men with weight on them.
Usually these women have weight too, and they've learned to adjust their liking to their weight because they feel like, well, shoot, I'm not going to discriminate against my size, so I don't mind getting with a man who's has a particular weight size on him.
What if he has a pot belly though?
I'm gonna give you an example of me right now. Now, I've been overweight for a good long time, but I recently lost weight.
A lot of weight, kid.
So I'm gonna tell you what happened. From being overweight for over 10 or so years of my life, my size preference of women had went up because I wasn't attracting the same women of a particular size I did when I was smaller. From my high school days.
Right.
I'm back to the weight of my high school days now, and guess what? The women of the size that I like, that hasn't changed. I still like a woman with a little bit on her. Because before that, I was dating smaller women.
But wait a minute, before that, Jay, was you dating I'm gonna say, was you dating big, heavy set women?
No, I've never dated a big girl. I've never dated funny. I've never dated a big girl that's considered big or heavy set.
What?
Okay. No, I haven't. I haven't dated a girl who's considered that. I've dated women who are medium, small, slim. I dated a real skinny chick a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So that's the smallest. I mean, but I was smaller in weight size. I might have been, at that time, I wasn't even 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, right now, look. Here's the thing. And I just want to make sure I'm not talking in circles here. There's somebody for somebody.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is what I want to say. It's okay to but women, whatever you have, a woman's going to... women, whatever you have, a man's going to want. If you got... Let me tell you something. You got butt, then you're going to attract men who like butt. You got breasts, you're going to attract the men who like breasts. Other than just your face looking good and everything else looking good, you got men who like hands and feet, nice, pretty hands and pretty feet.
Yes.
So he might be attracted to you, because his criteria is, okay, she look good, she ain't got no butt, she ain't got no breasts, but she got some nice feet, or she ain't got nice breasts, but she got nice booty. So I'll settle for that. Or she's thin, but she's very pretty in the face. And they will sacrifice the lack of meat on the body for a woman who has a very pretty face, because weight is something that could change. Come on now.
Yeah, weight can change.
Women can be big and get small, and then small who can get big. Usually it happens when they have kids.
Yes, they get like at least
so
100 pounds.
Something like that can be taken care of. Mm-hmm. Now let me tell you what I personally like. Like I said, I like booty. I do. And when I look at a woman, I usually scan her body. Scan it. Right. I mean, I look at everything. I'm looking from head to toe.
Okay.
So that lets me see how her style is when I see her, how she dresses. I love when women wear high heels.
Do you like tall Sasquatch women?
Dude, I don't know about the Sasquatch part, because Sasquatch means hairy. But do I like tall women? Let me tell you something. Let everybody know. I'm 5'8", 5'9" with shoes on. The tallest girl I hollered at was like 6'1", With heels on, she was 6'3", 6'4".
Wow, you don't like girls like that.
I liked it her. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
She's
she wasn't even thick. She was
NBA height. You can't do that, man.
Listen. Candace Parker, shout outs to you because you look good. She wasn't even thick like I like them. She wasn't skinny either. Mm-hmm. But the woman had her hair done, nails done, everything did. She had the style of like she had heels on. She had a mean catwalk. Well, runway catwalk.
Whoa.
You know?
Whoa.
And because of that I hollered at her. You know? Because of that, I you know. But she didn't take her brother serious because I was shorter than her. It was almost like she thought it was funny. but that's all right because I'm not her cup of tea. Let's just say that. Right. I'm a good man, quote unquote, good man. But I would be humble. I'll say I'm a decent man.
Yeah.
My values, you know what I'm saying. But that's okay. She missed out.
Yeah. Well, no,
that's all right. She missed out.
Yeah. Some tall women like the men that are tall. So
most women want a man that's taller than them. The average height for a woman is like usually 5'5" or whatever.
5'4",
so
5'5",
something like that. Most men in this world are of an average height of between 5'10" to maybe 6 feet.
Yes.
So there's already enough men in this world who are taller than most women.
Most women, yeah, yes.
Tall women who are even above the height of 5'8" are rare.
Yeah.
There's not a whole bunch of women who are 5'10" walking around, especially 6 feet and all that. That's a very low percentage. Most women you will meet will be 5'6" and down.
5'6" and down. It's true. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? I like them short and cute. But if a woman is my height or taller, I'll step to you too.
Yeah,
but most women don't date shorter men though. Come on now.
No, they don't.
That don't happen.
Unless he has a great personality, like
or money.
Or money like
Kevin Hart.
Like Kevin Hart, how tall is Kevin Hart? 5'4"?
Something like that. And his woman's taller than him.
His woman's taller than him, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. But you know what?
But Kevin Hart has money, status, and he has a personality.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
It's funny. Women like a man. Women will kind of overlook a man who knows how to make them laugh.
Yes, that's important.
Some women will do that.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Some women. You can woo women by just making her laugh, and just making her smile.
Yep.
Her day can be so messed up.
Yeah.
But you put a smile on her face, man. I think you got it, man.
But women like charm. Women like charm, and then you gotta have some type of smoothness or game to you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you gotta have player lines. I'm not saying that. I'm not that. Not that girl. You feet must be tired because you've been walking through my mind all day. That's corny. You ain't winning nobody with that.
Oh, that girl, you look so good, man. You make my toes curl like cheese doodles. Nothing like that.
Oh, dang, I ain't never heard that. I better not catch no man saying that to no woman. I will interrupt right on the spot. I'll be like, dude, if you don't get out of here with that mess, man, if you don't, you know what I'm saying? I better never hear something like that.
Man, you hear something like that, man. That dude needs a lot of help, man.
He sure do, but like I'm saying before. Okay, so let's get to the point of why men are still single. I hope I answered that. Scared. Some men are just shook. And then, like I said before, some men don't have it together, and then some men are shook. Some
men are selective too. Some men are very picky who they choose to be mates. They're very...
Well, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with being selective. You know why? Tell you why. And women, I'm somewhat letting you off the hook today. Because this is not really about you. You got to be selective. Because, number one, you can get with the wrong type of woman that'll change your whole life. Okay? And you can't just always go off of how a woman looks and be so weak off of sex to the point where now you're blinded. You didn't even know what this woman was about, and then now that woman has changed your life in a bad way. So there's nothing wrong with women. There's nothing wrong with men. Women are selective. Most women are selective, so there's nothing wrong with men being selective.
Right.
But I will say to the men out there, you got to put yourself out there. Talked to this woman before. This woman said, I feel a little guarded. And I think most women are guarded. Guess what? Let me tell women right now, men don't usually admit. Men are guarded. Men are guarded too. But here's the thing with men though. If a man is too guarded, he ends up by himself. He ends up lonely. So this is why as men, we got to constantly break that down. We got to deal with rejection every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't suggest women go out there and chase men, because if you're a woman and you chase a man, you'll be chasing him for the rest of your life.
The reason why some men are still single, some men still live with their parents though.
Well, we touched on that. We touched on the men living with their parents, but the facts are that there are still men out there who live with their parents who still get women. It depends on the situation. It's a lot harder. Let me just say this, and this is from my experience. It's a lot harder for a man to still live at home and not have income and then try to get women.
That's difficult.
Some women will be considerate of the fact of a man who might still live at home but has income. Mm-hmm. They'll kind of bend the rules a bit for that.
Yeah.
But if you don't have income and you still live at home, then a woman's gonna question why. And then she's going to run into a man who doesn't have that story, and she'll go with the man who don't have that story.
Exactly.
Because it's a lot easier for her.
And can I say this too?
Go ahead.
Some men, the reason why some men are still single, some men, I heard this before from young girls. Some girls don't like dating men that have baby mama drama. Some women don't.
Now that's another story.
Some men are divorced like more than one, like 3-4 times, you know. Some men are, I'm talking about the men that's in their like 30s, 40s. Some men have like mad kids. Some women would, but you know what? This day and age, some women will do that. Some women love men with drama. Some women love men with drama. Now, the reason why some men I'm going to break it down too. The reason why some men are single. The reason why some men are single because they have no drama.
Good men. We're talking about good men.
Good men. Some good men have no drama. They have no baby mama drama. Right. They have they have their head on their shoulders. So this day and age, that scares some women off. When you have no drama, you have a clean slate. You've never been married before. You have no baby mama drama, and you're in your late 30s and your 40s. Man, someone will look at you like you're weird, or some sisters will look at you like you're weird,
dude,
or like something is wrong with you, because they're questioning. They'll think and they'll say that something is wrong with you, or you're just weird. And this is why some men are still single. Some good men are still single.
Well, let me get into my age now. I'm 30 years old. And what I have experienced in my late 20s, leading up to 30, is the fact that women question me why I don't have any kids and why I've never been married. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then women think there's something wrong with me. I've had that. Mm-hmm. You know, or a woman will think you're gay. That's another stigma that sometimes happens, which is unfair.
Yeah, because I heard women say that.
Or they'll think he's crazy.
Yeah. Or I heard some people say this. Like I heard some grown women say this. How come I never seen him with a girl? How come he's always with dudes?
That's something different.
Yeah.
If he's always with dudes.
Yeah.
If she asks why he well, he could be a shy guy.
Yeah.
Like I said, some men are shook. A lot of good men, and this is probably unfair, a lot of quote-unquote good men are shy dudes too. So speak to that if you can, Zaccheus.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've met some shy dudes, shy people before, shy men. They will see a girl that they like and see a girl that they want to talk to, but never talk to them. They talk to you, and they'll say that, listen, brother, I like this girl. I like this girl so bad, man. I want to talk to her. I want to see if she's single. I want to talk to her. But they'll never do it. I had one dude that was so shy that I said, I forgot his name, Mario. I said, yo, are you going to talk to her? He was like, he said, nah. As soon as that girl was on the same street of the church, this is a Christian brother, same street, on the same street, he crossed the street because he was so shy to talk to her. I said, you want me to go? Let me tap on the shoulder because I know you want to talk to her. Let me go, because I know her a little bit. Let me see if you want to talk to her. The brother ran across the street because he did not want it, because the girl was on the same block he was on. He seen her coming. He literally crossed the street. That's how shy he was. And guess what? A few months later, that girl was engaged.
Snooze, you lose, man.
So it's not good to be too shy at all, man. Because see, when you're shy, you lose out on a lot of things. lose on a lot of good, women that could be coming your way. But you know what? You're too shy, so you lose out. That's why some good men are single. The shy part. They don't know what to say to her. They don't know how to approach her. That's why some men are still single.
What is your advice for the good men out there who quote unquote have their stuff together? It's hard for them to meet women. So because we talked about the things that certain women would want you to have, right? Now speak to the man who actually does have his own car, who does have his own place to live, who does have goals, dreams, and a career that he's actively pursuing or he's actively working, and he's single. What do you say for those men? What advice would you give them?
I always say, man, today's technology is so advanced, and they have online dating. They have online like websites you can go to and you can meet your potential mate. They have that a lot. But let's say if you're not into the whole online dating.
Yeah, let's talk about the old fashioned meeting in person.
Yeah, okay. There's churches you can go to. Let's say if you're a Christian, there's churches like singles meetings you can go to. You can attend singles groups.
Yeah. You
can attend singles group if you're a Christian and you're born again. You can attend singles groups. But let's say if you're not, they have
single meetups everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. They have events you can go to. Let's say if you're into like
speed dating, maybe would you suggest that?
Yeah, let's say if you're into like music, man, you never know. You can meet a potential date by just getting involved in what you love to do. They have music clubs, they have animation clubs, they have a different type of clubs you can get into, and you can meet your potential mate.
Art gallery.
Art gallery. Let's say if you're into art, you're into the arts.
Yeah, if you're into arts, you go to an art gallery.
Art gallery. Yeah, you can meet.
If you're into you're into museums, go to a museum. I think that's kind of hard for people to do. Meeting somebody at a museum.
That's very difficult.
But if you want somebody who's like-minded with you, I'll give a good example. If you're into economics and business stuff, then maybe you'll meet a woman at business orientated type of meetings and settings. Yes. Maybe somebody who's a philanthropist, so you'll meet somebody at a fundraiser events. Fundraiser events I think is a good thing, because usually with fundraiser events you dress up.
Yes.
So you can kind of see what somebody's presentation is like on how they appear at something like that.
Yeah.
You have like you said, speed dating. Like you said, getting in single type meeting people where single people are.
You have to get out there.
The nightclub, I don't do the nightclub thing. I don't suggest that for everybody, because usually bars, I don't know. You can meet crazy stuff there. But things that you're interested in. Book signings.
Yeah.
Not the easiest thing, but book signings. If there's an author that you want to see, and you usually will find it if a woman likes to read. If you meet her at a book signing or something like that, you could break the ice and say, oh, well, how long you been reading that book? Okay, well, I read this book. Sometimes simple things can be said to break the ice.
Yes.
The icebreaker is the hardest thing. The reason, the rejection is not really that. I think men have to not be afraid of rejection. Not every woman gonna be feeling you.
And that's the truth.
I feel men are in a better position to recover from rejection than women. That's why I don't like when women approach men like dudes. Some men will pick up on that as controlling, but because you hear a lot of women out there, who might say, well, where the good men at? A lot of good men are in a friend zone. Speak to that.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The friend zone meaning that okay, you have somebody good right underneath your nose. Y'all laugh, y'all enjoy each other's company, but yet he's still in the friend zone. He's interested in you, but you turn him down every chance he gets when he asks you out. Why? Because you put him in the friend zone. You're single now. I'm talking about the females now. You're single. You've been single for 2, 3, 4 years now. Now, you're getting older, but yet you have your boy in the friend zone. He's interested in you. Maybe, okay, the rules are like this for some females. Some women do not, if it goes over, like, let's say if they see you, you meet them as a friend, you just met them, and let's say years pass by, 2, 3, 4 years pass by, they're gonna see you as a friend. They're not gonna see you as a potential mate or date. Why? Because too much time has passed by. So some women do not date men that they know for so long. Like, let's say, for instance, now, like, let's say, oh, we've been hanging out, but but they see you as a friend. That's another mistake that why men are still single. Some men have a lot of female friends, but they let time go by. You know what time mean go by? Time, like, let's say a year go by, 2 years go by. You still talking to her. 3 years go by, but you never asked her out on a official date. You never show interest that she never seen interest that you were interested in her. So all of a sudden now, 3, 4 years pass by. Now you want to ask her out. Now you want to be all like oh, now you want to be her potential date or mate. She gonna look at you like, Johnny, we're friends.
Well, I have experience with friending women and dating them. I do have I have a history of that.
Nothing wrong with being friends.
I'll tell you why that happened. Because the physical attraction was there. Maybe some of these men are in the friend zone with these women is because these women don't find them attractive. I mean, that's a start. Same thing with you women out here. You women are wondering why that man ain't hollered at you? Because you don't physically do it for him. Okay, so then look at the women he's actually physically attracted to.
Yeah.
That'll give you an idea of what he actually likes to date. Now, he loves you as a friend. He wants you around. But because you don't look like his type, that's probably why with some women, you see the potential. Mm-hmm. So she may look cute, but she's homely. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, there's a day where you ain't homely. I could speak to that. There was a woman I was cool with. I'm still cool to this day. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Okay,
you didn't give her a name.
I didn't give her a name, and I won't, or location. So I knew her for a minute, and I thought, she got potential, but we cool. Mm-hmm. Then I saw her one day dressed up, and I said, oh, so this is what you could look like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I started getting my flirt on. Mm-hmm. She was my friend. Right. Started getting my flirt on. But that's a sign. For you women out here that got men as friends, if they ain't flirting with you, then it ain't close. Yeah. But if they flirting with you, it's close.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For you men out there, same thing with the women that she a lady friend and she flirting with you, she trying to let you know something. She's trying to let you know something.
But you see, the thing is that the friend zone kind of puts you in a listen.
It's the Steve Urkel to Stefan factor.
Yes.
Now, for those who are unfamiliar with Family Matters, Jaleel White played Steve Urkel and Stefan. Stefan was basically a version of the alter ego of Urkel. Mm-hmm. He quote unquote has swag.
Wow, swag.
Yeah. He didn't wear them nerdy glasses, and he could dress right.
Yeah.
And he was and he's smooth talker. Laura, who Urkel loved, I mean, to the death. Laura was attracted to Stefan because that was the guys that she was attracted to. Yeah. She wasn't attracted to an Urkel. Yeah. Urkel was in a friend's. Matter of fact, he wasn't really a friend. He was an annoyance, and then he became a friend of Laura.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she liked him when he was Stefan.
Those who don't know the Family Matters show, they came in the 90s, man. But yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But,
so it's from Urkel to Stefan approach.
Yeah, Urkel was a nerd. Stefan was a suave boy, the suave brother.
Yeah.
Urkel was a nerd, and then he went into the machine. And then he
came out of Stefan.
Machine, he came out of Stefan, and that's what she liked. She liked that charm, that swag. That's what she liked about
exactly.
Him, That's what she liked about
exactly. Him. And also when he turned into Stefan, his appearance was different.
Yes.
So that's the point I'm making for some of you brothers who are in the friend zone. Maybe there's some things if you really want this woman to like her, and it doesn't necessarily mean that she's shallow, because like I said, she like you, whatever. But it's like, look, if you want to change up your things a little bit about you, that still makes you feel comfortable. Because don't do stuff you ain't comfortable doing. Because if you're a nerd and you want to get a nerd, there are plenty of nerd females out there. Just go out there and get them. Come on now.
Yeah.
There's plenty of that. Let me say something to y'all out there. If you consider yourself a nerd or a geek or whatever, I don't know. Those are terms that I don't really, sometimes I can't really differentiate the two between nerd and geek. Meet you a woman at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go to a Star Wars, Star Trek festival or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
There are plenty of women at Comic-Con. Comic-Con, is when all the comic book stuff and all that other stuff. There are plenty good-looking women at Comic-Con, too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think people get it. Women who dress up and as you got men, someone be like, oh, he a clown. He dressing up as Iron Man and Batman. Okay, well, go ahead and meet you that woman that dresses up as Black Widow or Misty Knight or Storm or Jean Grey. Exactly. There are plenty of women out there who do that.
Spider-Woman. Come on, man.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something right now. I was on Facebook. No, Twitter. No, Instagram.
Yeah.
I was on Instagram.
Yeah.
And these women who cosplay, just the costumes, this woman was bad. She was bad. See? She was a good looking woman. See? And she was dressed up as Poison Ivy. Ooh!
Hey, you got.
I saw that woman and I thought of Jodeci. Can I talk to you? I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. If meet people who are in your circle.
Yes.
Circle of interest.
Circle of interest. That's what we're trying to say. Yeah. Circle of interest, because you can't meet a woman that likes a man with charm and man that likes to like certain type of movies like romance, and then expect to meet somebody. You gotta meet somebody that's within your own interest, that has the same interest that you have. That's what we're trying to say, man. I mean, it's kind of tough to take a woman that's not into horror movies not into horror movies at all. You take her on a date and then you take her into horror to go see a horror flick.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta find out what a woman likes.
Yeah, or sports. They got many women that like sports.
Yes.
So,
girly girls too. Not. I think some people think, oh, they're probably tomboys. No.
No.
There are girly girls that are into that.
Yeah. Yeah. Women that are sexy looking and good looking. So, it's. Oh, I don't want to talk to her because I'm so much into the NBA and NCAA. I don't want to. I might just not. About me talking basketball. No, you can meet somebody. You can meet somebody that's interested in a female that's interested in the NBA and basketball. You could do that. There's plenty of them, But all we're trying to say is find somebody that's into that finds it, that you can build a chemistry with, somebody that you can you can share same interest in.
Yeah. That
always works. Compatibility is important, man, and. We ever heard the term called an equally yoked, where you're dating, let's say if a Christian is dating a Muslim, or, that's another thing, that's another thing that's off, when you're trying to pursue somebody that has a total different belief than you, or total different, they're just, you're night and they're day, it's just, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And let's talk, there's also a thing called interracial dating too. They got some brothers that only date Caucasian females. They got some sisters that they'll go with they'll go with some Caucasian brothers. They have a thing called interracial dating.
Interracial dating. We'll save that for another topic. But now, go ahead and finish what you got to say. I just want to let people know that the reason why we've done all this episode and kept from that. Because we want to save that for another episode. I just want to talk about why good men are still single.
Some good men are still single, man. It could be a lot. It could be. Sometimes it could be like not going. They don't find themselves going. They're too busy. They're so busy that they don't have time to pursue someone. They're so busy. Sometimes
some men marginalize themselves. And I'll give you an example.
They limit themselves.
Thank you. But they'll say, well, I can't get a woman like her, so I'm not even going to try. You have that.
And they got some men that only go after one woman. They have some men that go after one woman like 5, 6, 10 years, 5 years still going after one woman.
Oh
It's
shit!
not-
It's time to move on. She ain't giving you no rhythm. It's
she-
time to move on.
Yeah, I mean, this is why some good men stay single. They got some good men that only going after just one woman. Oh, I can't get her, so I don't see. I'm tunnel vision. I only see one woman. I don't see no other women out there, and they just stick with that. Try to pursue that one woman. She ain't giving you no rhythm. If she ain't giving you no rhythm, let's say within a month, you can just say, I gotta move on, man. Because you stop trying to pursue a woman and she ain't giving you rhythm. If she ain't giving you rhythm within a month.
All men deal with that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All men deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm one of those men.
Mm-hmm.
So I deal with that.
Yeah, but you know how to move on though. You say, okay.
Yeah, because it's like okay, fine. I'll move on to somebody else. Can you speak to the whole friends first thing? Do you think it's better to be friends first? If we're talking about getting to know somebody in courtship and stuff like that.
You can be friends, but
there's nothing wrong with meeting somebody with the intentions of dating right away, right?
No, exactly.
Yeah,
you can be friends, but do not be friends for long.
Give advice on how to stay out of the friend zone.
Okay. All right. Number one, if you are interested in of a woman that you're talking to, and you don't want to keep it as just simple talking and just get out of the friend zone, meaning ask her what she's doing after work. Ask her what she's doing. Let's say, can we hang out one-on-one? Do not say, okay, you know what? I assume that she's interested in you by just assuming. Don't do that, because she'll put you in the friend zone, especially if months go by and a year go by and 2 years go by and you're interested in her, and let's say you're hanging out with her. Let's say you're hanging with her one-on-one, and then don't get upset, but she says, oh, well, we're just friends. Why are you coming off this way? She's going to find it weird. She's going to find it unusual that all of a sudden now, why are you interested in me? Because you haven't given her no signs of you being interested in her in that way. So to stay out of the friend zone, don't if you're a friend of her, if you just met her and you started off as friends, do not stay in that zone. Ask her out within that month. Ask her, let's say, what are you doing? I'm talking for all the single brothers out there. What are you doing? Can we get together and have a cup of tea? Can we get together and go to a nice cafe? Can we get together and go, to a nice place so we can sit and eat and talk? That's how you get out of the friend zone. Do not wait till months go by, a year go by, 2 years go by, and then I want to take you on a date. She gonna look at you and she gonna laugh. Why? Because you waited too long. Now, I think what's number two? Well, number two is don't be so pushy. Don't show that you're like, I gotta. So when you meet somebody for the first time,
you mean like have some patience?
Have some patience.
Patience and understanding of where she's
at. Where she's at
in her life,
and where she's at in her life. Don't be so like, well, I gotta take you out tonight. If she says, okay, not tonight, give it a little time. Ask her out next week. Say, what you doing next week? Maybe we can get together next week if you're not so busy. I know you got school. You got to go to work. So we'll get together. We'll get together sometime. All right, then we'll get together sometime. Fine, yeah. And number three, when you always have a sense of humor. That's a main thing, man. Be yourself and always have a sense of humor. Be yourself, because when you be yourself, you'll be more comfortable around her. You be yourself around her. Women love that. You be yourself. Tell her the truth. Be yourself. Even if it makes her laugh, that's always a plus. You know, tell her something, tell her things that you went through during the day. Tell her things that's happened. Tell her sometimes how you feel. Tell her about certain things that you don't like. Jog your interest, and then ask her about her. Ask her what she's doing, and ask her, tell her, and even when she's dressed nice, compliment her in her dress. Compliment her on what she's wearing.
Good.
Compliment her. Women love compliments. Oh, I like you in that outfit. You look good in that blouse. I like that. Women love that stuff. And sometimes, certain things you say sometimes can make her laugh. That's good.
It helps us.
Sense of humor.
It also helps us see you differently.
Yes.
When you compliment her.
Yes.
Women love compliments.
Yes.
Compliment also things that beyond looks. Compliment on her talents if she has any. Compliment her on her from a knowledge perspective.
Yes.
If the woman is smart, you need to say things that will compliment her for her achievements in life.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So those are the things that I'm putting out there for single brothers, man. These are all tips that you can take and you can, jot it down. And if you're too shy, that's not a good thing. But try to come out your shell. Try to get into things that you're interested in. Go out more, even if you have to do online dating.
Yeah.
That's another wave of dating too. That's another way of searching for your potential mate too. If you got to do that too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're getting close to the end. We're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna talk more about dating subjects. For our female audience. This is specifically for you, but also for our male audience. Who want to get tips and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not an expert, I'm sure Zaccheus, you would admit that you're not an expert either.
No, I'm not an expert.
But if there's any way
I can talk from experience.
Right. Any way you can help those who are out there. And I just from hearing what you just said, I've learned too. So I still learn. You're married. Based on I'm a single man. I'm not married yet. So I'm still the student. I'm still a student in this game.
Right.
So we're gonna get closer towards the end. I'm gonna kind of give somewhat of a final thought, but not quite. Speaking on what you said about earlier, let me wrap it up on the body language thing. Woman got to be looking at you. If she ain't looking at you, it's not working. If she's not facing you, what I mean by facing you is that her shoulders are lining up with yours. And like I said about space, invading space sometimes lets you know that a woman's feeling you. She's kind of pretty much almost all up on top of you. She's basically letting you know you need to make some type of move. And I don't mean move like you got to grab her. And I'm not that type of move. I'm not saying sex. I'm saying like a move meaning you need to kind of ask a question like how about me and you know what I'm saying, get together sometime next week, if that's all right with you. You know what I'm saying? There's a good ways to also find out what a woman likes. Even within the friendship to stay at a friend's home. She like a certain band, artist. Get tickets for that show. There's a movie that she's been wanting to see. Ask her to go to that movie.
That's right.
You will win her in some way.
Yes.
And it shows that that you care about her. Men and women crave affection.
Yes.
See, being in a relationship is a good thing. The holding hands, the hugging, the holding, these are things that men and women need in their lives. It's not good to be alone. Even the Bible says that. Man was not meant to be alone. It's not good for men to be alone. No matter what he got. Man cannot live by bread alone. That's the comment I said about how even rich men get lonely. Even rich women get lonely.
Yes, that's true.
So miss me with that. That nonsense about how you don't. No, come on. Let's be together. Let's stay together.
Yes.
Okay. Learn who you're interested in. You got to learn them. You got to listen. You got to listen to these women. Listen. Women love conversation. Okay.
Of course they do.
They love conversation. Ask the right questions. Whatever questions she asks you, answer them as best as you can.
Yes.
Like Zaccheus, you said, be yourself.
Yes.
It's good to be yourself, especially in the friend part, because you can kind of see what she's about before you get any further. Any warning signs. If you're a man out there who wants to get married, ask this woman. I mean, not to marry you at first, but just see if she even believes in marriage. Because a lot of women get this advice. A lot of women get the advice of, you need to find out if the man that you're with even believes in marriage. And women, you have to require marriage. Men give you what you let them. That's pretty much. Let's just keep it real. Even a good man. So women, whatever you allow is what they'll take.
Yes, it's true. Let's keep it real. Yeah,
right. And then we'll save probably that for another episode.
Yeah, we definitely got to touch on that. Yeah.
I think we did good today. Any last words you want to say on this?
Yes. Yeah. I would say this for the brothers that's looking for that's have a potential date or have someone that always listen to a woman's interests. Never assume. Always listen to the interests. If they ask them what color they like, ask them what's their favorite color, ask them what's their favorite food. Ask them what music kind of music that they like. These are all things that you keep in your memory bank, especially if you're interested in somebody, because she's gonna know that he just don't want me for one thing. He's interested in me, and he's even getting to know me. They love that because it's not just a one stem. I just want her for her body. No, it's other aspects that shows her that you're interested. Like, wow, man, he knows my favorite color. He knows what I like to eat. He knows where I like to go. He knows where I like to have a good time. All these things are very important and vital for a man trying to get to know a woman and to even keep a woman, because you on her birthday, you always know her birthday too. You don't know her birthday, man. Yeah. So all these things are very important as if her being a potential soulmate or something like that, But and I would say this for the single ladies, man. I'm going on what Fifth said, man. You only can get what you allow man to do is what is how he's what you allow. You.
Yeah, yes. You get what you ask for.
Yeah, you don't give it up right away, man, and keep thinking that I'm gonna keep him. No, that's a big mistake that is always made all the time, man. And for the single men out there, man, you gotta get out there, man. Yeah. I know sometimes you bombarded with work and bombarded with whatever you're doing, school work and business, but sometimes for you to meet a potential mate, especially if you're in your 30s, late 20s, 30s, 40s, man, you guys gotta get out there and just mingle more, network more with different people, mingle more. If you're not into the online dating, mingle more, get out more. There's more people out there. Get out your borough. I mean, there's people that stay in the city and they don't leave. Sometimes you gotta step out.
Well, okay. That's more guided to a New York City thing that you're talking about, but just nationally, just say things that's more universal.
Yeah.
You got to get out of your comfort zone.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So, this episode was about, why good men are still single. In the future, we have an episode called All the Single Ladies. So we're going to talk about the women that's different from this. Interracial dating, we'll get into that later. Marriage and all that, and who's right for you. Now you're in the relationship stage, and what's actually right for you. That's a whole other thing to go to. So before we head out of here, Zaccheus, let the people know where they can reach you and connect with you.
You can reach me on Instagram, Zaccheus, Zaccheus B, small b, 73. That's Zaccheus B, 73. That's on Instagram. Also on Twitter at Wayne Bacchus, Wayne Bacchus 2, at Wayne Bacchus 2. That's on Twitter, and also on Facebook at Wayne Bacchus. Just Wayne Bacchus on Facebook. Also, you can reach me. Also, don't remember that you can pick up a copy of my book called A Bad Man, a Thug, and a Gangster everywhere. A Bad Man, a Thug, and a Gangster is available in Barnes & Noble, where books are sold. It's on ebooks, Google Play. It's an action drama book. Go get yourself a copy. God bless, man.
It's good. You can reach me at the Fifth General, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hopefully I covered everything as I can. If not, holler at me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Comment section, whatever. From listening to the show, whether it be on Audio Mac or YouTube. In fact, you can't leave comments on Audio Mac. I'm not sure, but I know on YouTube you can. I probably missed some things, but we'll have more subjects about dating game related subjects. We'll have more for the future of this show.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So signing off,
Mr. Z.
Fifth. All right. We're gonna get up out of here. See y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.